guess we're just having a little chit chat here.
Mom talk.
We were actually chatting about our kids and how it's, we look at what they do now from a social media perspective. If they're texting, they're talking to, boys talking to girls, girls talking to boys. Their conversations seem to be a lot deeper than I would expect them to be.
They're so much more mature.
I just think they're more mature. Like, my daughter at 16 will say things that I would have never thought of saying until I was like 25.
And do you think that it's social media that makes them a little bit more mature?
Because they're more ballsy behind.
I would say they're exposed to a lot more than we were. It was so funny. Who was I talking to yesterday? And they were like, kids don't email anymore. They Instagram. Email takes too long.
Snapchat.
Oh yeah, it takes too long. So like if you admit to emailing, you're old school.
Well, I will send my kids emails and they won't get them for weeks. I'll be like, I emailed you the other day, and she's like,
apparently
Mom,
that's
a check my emails.
Spencer checks his email now because
my
he
grandmother
knows that his
does
financial aid from college that they'll send him an email.
So he's all on those emails, and Reagan's more on those emails now that he's at tech too.
So big announcement coming today from Apple. We're expected to hear, they say 3 big things. They say that they're expecting them to talk about a wearable device, like maybe a watch.
They're talking about, right?
Finally.
Of course, then the iPhone 6, and also a mobile payment system that you would be able to access from your device and from your this wearable device. This
I don't
watch.
know. After we talked to Melissa Swadowski yesterday, I cannot imagine keeping financial information in a mobile device.
Well, not now. She scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, she's like, don't send anything on Wi-Fi.
I mean,
come on now.
I'm petrified to send anything now.
And I have the bank's mobile app on my phone. I do everything that way.
You use your iPad all the time to order stuff.
I do. Yep. I pay my phone bills. I pay everything here.
Yeah, you have to be careful. But the thing about this watch, which is really interesting, you wear a watch, do you?
I don't.
I don't wear a watch because I always have my phone. So why do you need a watch if you can just look and see what time it is on the phone?
It's jewelry.
So if they're now tapping back into that market, though, well, maybe people want to wear watches, but they feel like they don't need to. And
but if they come out with this big Inspector Gadget, like black rubber thing,
he's going to be able to do major cool things with it.
Oh my goodness!
It's finally here.
I think that was it Tory Burch that like finally got it. You know this thing that you wear.
This ugly Fitbit I wear every day.
Tory Burch.
I always wondered what that was.
Yeah.
Designed a beautiful
gold one.
bangle.
I've seen it.
Really?
It's beautiful.
And it does the same thing as this?
Same thing, yeah.
So the Fitbit just keeps the little thing inside.
Smart.
And this thing is nice and rubber and gross.
It's a matter of time, right?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, I've had an iPhone for about 1.5 years now. I made the switch from an Android because everyone talked about how great iPhones are. And I have to admit, I've been a little disappointed.
Really?
Ryan has an Android. I'm thinking about going back. I hate the camera on this. My battery always dies.
Which one do you have?
Not the most recent one, the one right before that.
The 5.
Whatever
then
has
there's
the
a
little
5S.
thingy. Not the 5S,
Okay,
the
so
one
you
right
have a 5.
before that. And it just, I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
I love mine.
It's okay.
As long as the glass doesn't
Stuart's
shatter.
about to pounce on you because he's like loves his iPhone.
I do too.
Yeah,
I love
really
the fact that those Androids, the screen. Of course, the new iPhone is supposed to have a bigger screen, better camera features. A big problem with iPhones is the way they crack.
Yeah,
apparently, they fixed
cracked
that.
was horrible.
So I don't know. We'll see.
my-
I'll be due for a new phone soon, and I've got to consider some stuff.
Go to the 6. My upgrade was substantially wonderful because I went from the BlackBerry
to
the iPhone. So you can imagine the bliss.
Bless your heart. You still had a BlackBerry.
This was a long time ago,
Okay,
Dawn.
just
Okay,
checking.
when the 4 was around.
People who still use. I mean, Blackberries are still.
People
you can still
some
get
people
Blackberries,
still-
right?
They're
To
more
send
the
emails.
business phones.
And then they're safe, apparently.
Maybe they are safe.
Oh, maybe.
We don't have the iCloud with that thing.
Do you remember the Nextel phones?
Yes.
Or is that what it was called, Nextel?
Yeah.
Where you could like page. They were like walkie-talkies, kind of.
Remember when everyone had pagers? See, kids these days don't know how cool we were. We had our pager cases with all the different colors.
When I met Bill, he had a pager.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to like send him a little page, and then he'd find a payphone and call me.
Payphones.
Oh
Kids,
my gosh.
Mom,
the
what's
pain.
that? See,
That,
the payphone.
that makes me think of in The Hangover, Zach Galifianakis, and he's like, "Can I get a cig on my beep in here?"
I'm trying to remember that when you sent a page, what appeared? Was it just the telephone number, or what was it?
And you could
put a
in a
message?
message.
Yes.
Yeah. But
it would remember it would scroll across.
It would take forever to put in a message.
It was awful.
Oh, good day.
143, I love you.
143
That meant
was
I love you?
Yeah.
Well, I never knew that. I was
I got you,
behind.
boo. 143.
Wow.
I love you.
Did you have a pager?
I did have a pager.
Wow.
We were gangsta.
I didn't have a pager.
It wasn't just for
Yeah, what did you-
gangbangers and drug dealers.
What did you use your pager for?
What
Text
was that
your
pager?
boo and say, I love you. Come pick me up.
143.
143, boo.
I'm confused.
I missed out on that.
I should check. We probably still have them somewhere sitting in a drawer.
Oh
That'd
my
be
gosh.
hilarious.
Oh my goodness.